For many of us, Alan Thicke was America's dad. His character Jason Seaver on Growing Pains was warm, friendly, and kind. Although maybe not the easiest to play catch with. But just how true is Alan's picture-perfect image? Today, Alan's children are revealing hidden truths about their father. And now, everything you thought you knew about this charismatic Canadian might be wrong. Was Alan Thicke leading a double life the whole time? Today, we're diving into the secret history of Alan Thicke. Why are his sons going to war with his wife? What did she know about his sudden passing months before it happened? Did his wife really shack up with Gilbert Gottfried? Let's answer all these questions and more, finding out about how he got his money, who really loved him when he was alive, and his shocking plans for the rest of his life that were tragically cut short. Before we dive in, make sure to give this video a thumbs up to help it circulate. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new video. So come on, our show is starting as we go find out.
What happened?
Tanya Kalau. Tanya Kalau was Alan's third and last wife. She and Alan seemed to have a loving marriage. Plus, Tanya got along with Alan's kids. Well, at first. But now that he's gone, the gloves are coming off. So who is Tanya really? And why are Alan's sons going to war with her? So Tanya was born in Bolivia, but moved to the US as a young woman. She tried her hand at acting. She had a bit part in The Princess Diaries too, but she ended up career modeling. She met Alan while in Miami, and the rest is history. He actually had her sign a prenup, but they never needed to use it. At least, well, not while Alan was alive. But now Robin and Brennan, Alan's sons, are saying that Tanya had some hidden motivations throughout the marriage. Alan Thicke's will says that his sons Robin and Brennan would get to keep Alan's ranch, along with a large portion of his money, while Tanya would basically get everything else. But the kids are saying Tanya isn't satisfied with that, and that she's trying to invalidate the prenup and get her hands on even more of Alan's cash. So Tanya says she's doing no such thing, and the boys are trying to smear her. Some are saying that they're ticked off because she won't let them grow the devil's lettuce on the ranch. The judge is agreeing with Tanya for now. He's throwing out their petition, but that doesn't mean they're giving up. But there's more to Tanya's story, because it turns out Alan's death is more complicated than you may think. Did Tanya know something about what would happen to Alan months before it did? Alan Thicke's death. Alan Thicke passed away suddenly at the age of 69 in the middle of a hockey game with his son Carter. People all over the world mourned. Bob Saget, Alan's good friend, gave the eulogy. Gina Tolleson, Alan's second wife, said that Alan, quote, died the way any good Canadian should. It seems like one of the best ways to go. But what if Alan's death was less sudden than it may have seemed? What the heck did Tanya know? It seemed to come out of nowhere. Alan was fit, happy, and healthy, well for his age. And when Alan collapsed on the hockey rink, the doctor said it was a rare heart condition, that nobody could have predicted it. It's so rare that only one of every 20,000 patients experience it. But now, recent revelations are changing everything. Tanya says that although the guy was almost 70, he was still a fox. So much so that they were planning on having another baby. So they went in for a routine checkup, after which Alan received a shocking warning from a TV host that just happened to be caught on camera. In this video, TV host and medium Tyler Henry goes over some test results with Alan. He warns him that he might not be as healthy as he feels. In particular, he says he should have his heart checked out. Would Alan Thicke still be alive if he'd just taken those issues more seriously? We'll not know for sure, but it's a chilling reminder that even perfect-seeming lives can change in an instant. And even celebrity mediums can get it right every now and again. Hey, that's just my thought on it. My mom, however, has a different view. Do you believe mediums like Tyler Henry? Get in the comments and tell me your thoughts. Robin reveals the truth. To people all over the world, Alan Thicke seemed like the perfect dad. Your own dad isn't around too much? No problem. Jason Seaver was. You could always count on him for good advice, a warm smile, and a hug. But was Alan as good of a dad in real life? Well, Alan's son, Robin Thicke, is revealing details about his upbringing, and it's changing everything we know about Alan. Of course, Robin was created from a young age. His 2013 hit single Blurred Lines is one of the best-selling singles of all time. And Alan, who wrote tons of jingles and TV theme songs, helped Robin write and structure his first songs. But as Robin got more and more serious about a career in the entertainment biz, Alan began to worry. He knew firsthand the stresses and sacrifices that come with that life, and wasn't sure it was the best thing for his son. So while he never prevented Robin from doing what he loved, he did encourage him to stay in school, hit the books, and actually give ordinary life a shot. So when Robin and some friends wanted to record a demo professionally, his dad, Alan, would not cough up the dough. And of course, this is Robin Thicke we're talking about, not me in my garage. So Robin wasn't having any of that, and he moved out on his own at 17, still in high school, just to stick it to his dad and make his own way. So who ended up being right? Well, neither, or both. Robin ended up making it in the big leagues, of course, but he did also suffer from that fame. His Hollywood movie marriage to Paula Patton ended in disaster. Does Robin still hold onto any resentment? Well, it doesn't seem like it. Here's Robin honoring his dad with the Growing Pains theme. A Secret Life. For most of us, Alan and the warm characters he played on TV are basically the same. Alyssa Milano says that he was, quote, always the nicest and happiest person in the room. But there was of course another side to Alan, and it turns out he lived many, many lives. The musician. Even more than he loved acting, Alan was secretly obsessed with music. He loved to play and sing, but more than that, he secretly wrote the music for dozens of TV shows. Some incredible shows with some incredible theme songs. He wrote the theme for Different Strokes, The Facts of Life, and the original Wheel of Fortune, along with countless others. And he didn't do it alone. Before their marriage crumbled, Alan would collaborate with his first wife, Gloria Loring, on these projects. The one project he did not write, well, that was the Growing Pains theme song, because Alan was not connected to the show when it was created. The Playboy. True to his image, Alan was known for being a devoted husband and dad, but in the few times he wasn't, Alan could be a bit of a player. In the 1980s, he briefly dated Christy Swanson, who had just become famous for playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the first movie. They were engaged but not married. And even when he was doing the long-term thing, he certainly had a type. His second wife, Gina Tolleson, was Miss World 1990. Miss World being a beauty pageant in the vein of Miss Universe. The Wife Swapper. His wife cohabitated with the vulgar comedian Gilbert Gottfried for the TV show Celebrity Wife Swap. But while Gilbert isn't quite as handsome as Alan, she enjoyed the experience, saying, quote, I got a little teary-eyed when I had to say goodbye to him because I missed him. Still, I'm sure she appreciated seeing Alan's face when she returned. Alan Thicke might not have been exactly the guy he played on TV, but that doesn't mean he wasn't any less of a great guy. A poet once said, we contain multitudes. And that is certainly true for Alan Thicke, and for me and you too. So what do you think? Was there any way Alan could have avoided his fate? Should he have listened to the celebrity medium? Who do you think is in the right in the battle between his spouse and his kids? Did you watch Growing Pains back in the day? What's another great Alan Thicke role that I didn't mention? Get in the comments and tell me all things Alan Thicke. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and come back often so we can keep telling you what happened.